You know, it makes me think about what I'm grateful for. And yeah, I mean, I think about all the misery that's in the world and all the stuff that I've been through, the places that I've suffered through. And then I think about guys like Andrew Skinner or Jessica or Amir or Tim Dieterman. I'm probably gonna end up passing by his hometown. But it's like we have this perception of what life is supposed to be. And so often it's not correct, because I think that in a way what makes a lot of people miserable are other people that are happy, because there are people that are able-bodied who are miserable with their lives, deeply frustrated, holding on to a lot of anger, who can do anything that they want. But then you take a look at people like Jessica or Andrew, Mir, you know, Tim, and their attitude is the opposite of that. And they're not able-bodied, and they suffered injury, completely unexpected, right? But then they regathered, they rebuilt, and now they're in positions where they actually help other people more than anything. So this perception of what life is supposed to be and doesn't work out didn't make them that way. And I think a lot of it has to do, and this is just my personal opinion, is, you know, what am I grateful for? This morning I woke up, the rain woke me up, but I woke up here. I woke up in this incredible environment, and I'm grateful for the people in my life that genuinely care about me, who are genuinely concerned about my welfare, whether they've been in my life a very long time, like my sister or my niece, my sisters, I should say plural, or my nieces, and even the ones that have been in my life not as long, you know, people like Sam and Rhea and the Moon Lady and them. So I wake up grateful to that, and I know that I'm not going to be doing this forever, right? But I think that as long as I continue to wake up every morning and be grateful and count the things that I'm grateful for, or my blessings, right? It's so cliche, but it's true. Then I think it really helps me to be happy, and I think that helps other people too. And the other thing is, you know, sometimes I talk about when we're going through something that we should examine that and take a look at recognizing what we feel at the moment that we're going through it. But we don't look at it and ask ourselves, and I think we should ask ourselves, is this absolutely true? Is this circumstance true? Is what I feel based on something that is true and what is real? In Zoroastrianism, they have a belief system based on a concept called Asha. And Asha, the translation in English is truth, but it's more than that. It's like the absolute intention of something that is good and intended to be good. And when it is manifested, then it is Asha, then it is true. And that is truth. It is the development of something great and wonderful and intended for good purpose. With them, it's about good deeds, good word, good thoughts, good deeds, good words, right? But that's the thing. It's like, do I wake up with truth? Do I recognize truth? Good morning. I know it's getting a little philosophical, but I think that we need to sit there and ponder and consider these things in general. It's good to think deeply. It's good to think critically. Aristotle once said that the unexamined life is not worth living. And so often we get caught up in the rat race that we don't stop and examine those things, right? In the Bible, I want to say it's 2 Corinthians, Paul says but let a man examine himself, right? And in the book of Isaiah, in the Bible, it says, God is talking to the prophet Isaiah, and he says, come, let us reason together, right? Let's reason together. Let's use reason. Good morning. Yeah, I'm really liking Florida. It says, come, let us reason together. And so the context of that is that Isaiah's feeling horrible about himself, and you know, he's like, who am I? I'm just a worm. I'm worthless. Nah, horribly, right? And then God tells him, look, man, let's reason together. Let's reason this out. You don't have to do it alone. God is telling him, hey, listen, you got help. Let's talk about this. Let's reason together. And then he encourages him, and he says, you know, though your sins, all your faults, all your misgivings, all your failures, everything ugly about yourself, though they're as red as scarlet, right? Though they're as absolute bloody, he says, I'll make them white as wool. Yeah, he says, I'll clean it all up. So he's encouraged in the end. And the reason I say this is that because I think that the way to satisfaction, health, and happiness for so many people is for them to actually enter into those places where they examine themselves. David Goggins talks about going into the dark room. I love that concept, right? Because he's saying you have to go inside yourself in a way that is real and raw and honest, where you hold yourself accountable, but you only do that by self-examination and examining yourself and sitting there for not for 5 minutes, but you know, if you go for a jog, or if you go for if you're in a wheelchair and you're going for a push, a nice 30 minutes, an hour, to go inside yourself and meditate on those things and say, hey man, what's wrong with me? Can I work on this? Can I work on that? Can I fix this? Can I fix that? And if you have time to sit there and watch Netflix for an hour, 2 hours a day, you got time to go out for a jog, you got time to go to the gym, you got time to meditate on these things and practice some self-examination to hopefully help you find the solutions that are going to fix you, not the world around you, but you, and how you deal with things in a way that is healthy, and in a way that, good morning, in a way that is healthy, and in the way that's going to benefit you. And if it benefits you in a positive way, then it's going to benefit everybody else. And if it benefits everyone else, well, hey, that's also good for you. So we got a long way to go. Stay in the fight. We're almost there. Let's just keep on going. Cool.